Okay, so this episode, oh my god, it was mega intense. There were so many things going on. I'm still trying to process everything that happened, and that's why I'm so glad that I have this channel and I can talk to you guys, and you guys give me your theories, which by the way have been so incredible. Believe me, I read every single message that's posted, every single tweet that I get. I try to reply to everyone, so I'm loving your theories. So if you have one, please don't be shy. Please leave me a theory about this show, because the sky's the limit. It's sci-fi. Who knows what's going to happen? And some of you have been right so far, so huge props to you. So, wow, they had a major reveal. I did not expect to get this Arnold reveal this early in the season. Oh my god, like I think I've told you guys before, I thought it would come maybe at the end of the entire series. Like it could be the overlying mystery, like who is Arnold? So what this tells me about this show, they revealed Arnold in this episode, the episode before the finale in season 1. So that means this show has so many more mysteries that will be unraveled. So many more. I have such high hopes for this show. I'm just absolutely freaking out about it. And we need to talk about that Arnold reveal. We need to. Let's start at the beginning though. We start with Maeve, who absolutely 100% love, and I totally believe she is planning this host revolt. And guess what? She really wanted Bernard, I think, to be like part of her team. I love the fact that she is so powerful that she could even control Bernard, which was amazing to me. But she started to put these questions in his mind that he really needed to have, and I love her for that. And I'm hoping we get some of that revolt in the finale. It's 90 minutes, so a lot of stuff's going to go down, but I don't know if that's going to happen yet. Yes, I know she wants to leave, but she wants an army. You know, she wants people to come with her. The question is she going to leave? I have so many questions. I want to know what this outside world looks like, but will we ever see it? I want to know what time period we are actually in. Where are we? Are we in the US, another country, planet Earth? I don't know. I've been enjoying all of your theories about all of this. But man, this show is so good. Like I'm more excited for this show than I have been for any show in a while. I love William. He's one of my other favorites. And, you know, he wants to actually take Dolores home. I mean, she's kind of become human to him. But as they're reunited with Logan and Logan's not having it, Logan thinks that William has lost his mind and he's tied up William so he can't do anything crazy or go anywhere. But William's like, oh my god, she's not real. And he stabs her to expose her wires and everything, which I thought was a pretty pivotal moment. And William's like, yeah, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking. She's definitely not real. And I knew he was just playing around because I know he's too far gone. He's like totally in love with Dolores. And I mean, I wish he could bring her home. Wouldn't that be awesome? I would love to see that. But here's the thing. One of the points that she made, which I thought was so great, she was like, why do you think I want to leave? How do you know I want to leave? I mean, if your world is so great, why are you guys clamoring to come in here? And I think that's kind of almost like a message to society as well. It's like almost, you know, in the society we live in present day, like how many people would like to escape from this society and go to this playland? Even that land of WestWorld is not that great and things go wrong. But I wonder if there were a WestWorld currently, how many people will be clamoring to get into our WestWorld and leave our current world? Because we have a lot of problems in this world. I just thought that was, you know, really interesting. So basically Arnold / Bernard wants to revolt against Ford because he knows he's not telling him everything, and he wants him to go back into his memory, and he wants to see his first memories and everything. And to do this, he has revitalized, brought back to life Clementine, OG Clementine, and she has a gun, and she's been programmed to actually shoot a human, so she can shoot Ford if he doesn't do what Bernard wants him to do. So this was great to go back and see like all of these memories, and we see the child, which this is not Bernard's memory because of course he's a robot, the child who was sick and who died, and his wife and everything. And when we were in our live chat today, shout out to Ralph, who believes that actually it was Arnold who had this sick son and who had this wife, and those were real memories that were put into Bernard's host body. So it was great that Ford helped him realize that he was essentially Arnold. He even showed him a picture. So Bernard was made in the image of Arnold. He actually looked just like Jeffrey Wright / Bernard / Arnold. And this is what he looked like. And I do agree with Ralph that this was his family and he had those very sad memories. I'm curious to see if you agree with that as well. But anyway, I think that was super interesting. But, you know, Bernard kind of hated it because he hated that he had that sadness and that type of sad memories. So we get this flashback again that we saw in last week's episode, but this one was more of a longer clip where we see like Bernard strangling Elsie. So I don't know. I mean, I'm feeling like Elsie was a human, but he killed her, and it seemed like she found out too much information. Again, I'm going to shout out Ralph because this is not my theory. I'm not going to take credit, but he was thinking that perhaps Elsie is the new person, the new host being built to kind of cover up for her death of an actual human. But what do you guys think about that? Do you think she's really dead or what? Or do you think she was a host to begin with? I'm curious to see what you think about that as well. So we lost Teddy again in this episode, which is really no big deal because we know he can always come back. But it was interesting that woman said to him, you know, he wasn't far enough along yet to help them in that stage of the game. So he's got to get more knowledge before he can proceed without dying again. William finally stood up to Logan and took control of the situation and told him, you know, because Dolores ran off after she got stabbed, and he told him, you know, things are going to be done his way now. I don't know what's going to happen, but in the future, I really don't think William ends up marrying Logan's sister, and I think the relationship is going to be really damaged. Of course, if you believe that the MIB is William, well, where the heck is Logan? Logan's not even around in the future if that's how that plays out. Something else to mention is we saw a picture that Logan had of a girl who was his sister, who is William's fiance, and that is the same picture that Abernathy, who is Dolores' father, found. I think maybe it was episode 1 of this season. So everything's tied together, of course. Now, where things start getting really confusing, a bit confusing, are the time lapses and we don't really know how much time passes when we start seeing Dolores in different phases of her life at WestWorld, but we see a lot of it, and it happens quickly in this episode, and they signify that by her outfit change. She only has 2 outfits, but we see her go from dress to pants to dress to pants to injured to not injured. We see her do that in the last few episodes, but even more in this episode. So she's kind of reliving all the different stages of her life at WestWorld. So I found that very interesting, but yet confusing at the same time. All right, so Dolores says that she killed Arnold, which is still kind of a mystery to me. And she even realizes in this episode that Arnold is Bernard. So did she kill him in the past? Was Arnold part of, you know, was Bernard part of the WestWorld game in the past as a different character? I'm not really sure. Maybe we'll get more. I feel like we will get more information about that. A lot of you have pointed out in my videos, which was so great, so intuitive of you, that Arnold's first and last name is an anagram for Bernard Lowe. For them, I cannot think of Arnold's last name, but anyway, it definitely is an anagram. So you guys figured that out before this reveal, which was A+. Now, I still don't understand Isabella, who we didn't see in this episode, who was my original guest for Arnold. She's just way different than all the other hosts. And I know there's more of her story to be told, and I don't know what it is, and I don't know how she fits into this, but she's an interesting character to me, and I'm excited to see her reappear in an episode. But I thought this episode was fantastic. I cannot wait until the finale. This whole season has been amazing. I can't even imagine what's going to happen in the finale, but I know great things are going to happen. I just want to let you guys know I will be live for the finale on my channel. So if you follow me on Twitter, I will tweet out live links like an hour before. That'll be 9 p.m. Eastern. If you're not able to make it at that time, I will upload that to my channel so you can check it out after you've watched the episode. I hope you will join me. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I really appreciate it. I'm getting close to 6,000, so your help is much appreciated. And thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it and if you're enjoying this season of WestWorld. I am loving it, and I love more than anything to share that with you and to talk and theorize with you guys. So I hope you have a great week. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Kelly TV. I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of the Kelly TV family. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter so you can keep up with all I'm doing.